data programming models represent the style of programming and present the interfaces paradigm for developers to write big data applications and programs. There have been a variety of programming models being introduced for big data with different focus and advantages, such as MapReduce, functional programming, and SQL-based. MapReduce is the current framework or paradigm for writing data-centric parallel application in both industry and academic. For a single MapReduce job, users implement two basic procedure objects mapper and reducer for different processing stage. Then, the MapReduce program is automatically interpreted by the execution engine and executed in parallel in a distributed environment. The example for MapReduce is Hadoop. Hadoop is the open source implementation of Google MapReduce paradigm. Next is functional programming. Functional programming is become the emerging paradigm for the next generation of big data processing system. For example, recent framework like Spark and Flink. The example for the functional programming is Spark and Flink. Spark provides programmers a functional programming paradigm with data-centric programming interfaces based on its built-in data model, Resilient Distributed Dataset (RDD). Spark was developed in response to the limitation of the MapReduce paradigm, which forced distributed programming to be written in a linear and costly defined data flow as a change of connected mapper and reducer tasks. Flink is an emerging competitor to Spark, which provide functional programming interfaces that are quite similar to those of Spark. Flink programs are regular programs which are written with a rich offset transformation operation to the input data set. Data set in Flink is based on a table-based model. And the final is SQLite. SQL is the most classic data query language, originally designed for rational database based on the rational algebra. It contains four basic primitives such as create, insert, update, and delete. The example in SQLite are HQL and CQL. HQL is Hive Query Language. Is a query engine built on Hadoop ecosystem, which read input data based on defined schema and then transparently convert the queries into MapReduce jobs connected as a directed acyclic graph. Although based on SQL, HQL does not fully follow the SQL standard. Next is Cassandra Query Language, CQL. Cassandra was introduced by Facebook to power up the indexing of their inbox searching. Cassandra follows the design of Amazon Dynamo with its own query interfaces. CQL is an SQL-based query language that is provided as the alternative to the traditional RPC interface.